So tonight I turned the Seestar over to the husband and let him have a crack at it. He set up a plan during the day, and I'm going to see if he watched any of my previous videos and see if he can figure it out. Um, his plan is maybe a little different than mine, but it's fine. So we're going to see how he does tonight. So here is his plan. They're all situated well. He did M1 and then he did an NGC, can't read it, 2264, and then M78. He did a long time on M78 and not super long on the other two. And I would have filled out the whole night because if you're out there, you might as well capture some exposures. But this plan is fine. So he doesn't necessarily know that I'm going to be spying on him. I want to see what questions he has and whether or not the questions he has are answered in my previous video. Then I'll know if he was watching those just for fun, just teasing him. But if you don't know, you can log into the Seestar app when someone else is controlling it, and it just puts you in a guest mode. When the plan was running, it was a little bit different, and I could control things where other times I've logged in as a guest and it won't let me control anything. I could just see what's going on. But when it was in the plan mode, I could go in and darken it, or I could control the whole thing. So I don't know if that's just something, a glitch in it, or I don't know. I didn't do a whole lot to fix his because I wanted to see how it worked. So when it came time, he almost forgot to get it out in time, but we made it and he got it set up. It went to the first object, M1, which is the Crab Nebula, and it went off without a hitch. So that's a good sign. When it came time for the second object, it wasn't showing up. It had a bright star, maybe a little bit of gas around it, H2 regions, but it was very dim. It wasn't coming in after a long period of time. So, as in the guest mode, I went in to look around and I did find this curious thing in the sky map. I think it's really just a picture from either the satellite or the telescope that is imaging the night sky to create these maps, but looks kind of like a spider or something, maybe from that movie from the 80s, I don't know, of the spiders on the moon. Anyway, so we did find out that his plan was set up. This is an image of what he captured. The plan was set up fine, but the imaging just didn't bring in anything. It had some bright stars and some areas of nebulosity or filaments and H2 gas, but nothing like we thought it was supposed to be. So when I looked, I could see that he should have done the mosaic mode, and the area was just much larger than he anticipated. And so it was just all nebulous behind the picture. So you couldn't tell where it started and where it ended. But it did bring out this picture. Um, and if I lightened it or enhanced it a little bit, I could see the gas filaments in it. Here's the H2 region around that star. I could brighten it and enhance it more in Photoshop, but I just used my phone to brighten it, and this is a result we got. Then for the third object, it started imaging it, but then it stopped and we couldn't figure out why for a little bit. But when we went into the plan information, it was telling us that the Seestar was out of space, and so it didn't have room to store any of the exposures, and so it wouldn't record anymore. And so we just brought it in and took all the files off the Seestar, and we'll give it a whirl tomorrow. So here's the results. The first one was a success. The second one was a success. Maybe we should have done the mosaic mode and made it larger. but it was a success. The third one was a fail, but not because of the plan or anything. That was just the memory availability on the Seestar that caused that problem. So the summary is this planning in the Seestar is easy enough, even a husband can do it. Thanks for watching.